Hello, comic book fans. Welcome back to Ka-Pow Comics. We are not doing a comic book review today. We are not talking about random comic book things. We're talking very specifically about Free Comic Book Day. It's an event that happens once a year, and people come down to my shop and they take a whole bunch of free stuff with them. And also, hopefully, spend some money. It's a nice thing for them to do. Not guilting or anything, but spend some money. Anyway, I'm just going to run through the ones that are out. If you're watching the video, so it gives you an idea about what you can get from our store. We have our usual rules in place. A maximum of 5 comics from the Free Comic Book Day stock, no more than 1 of each. Only the Free Comic Book Day stuff are free, and also be excellent to each other. The first person through the door is going to get a goodie bag which contains this entire stack of comic books, which are all just going to be theirs to take home, and they can gain another 5 if they want to as well. What are they going to get, and what can you choose from? Well, Doctor Who, Ncuti Gatwa has taken over as the Doctor. Titan Comics is doing the comic books for it, as they often do. I kind of like the fact that they're doing it. They have a lot of fun playing around with like the years for it and different Doctors and how long they can do a season for a story. But the Free Comic Book one sometimes has an awful lot of just gumph in the back. From Boom Studios, this is the 10th anniversary extravaganza, which is, I think, for Boom just reprinting some samples from a lot of stuff that's already out. Not necessarily a bad thing, it means you might discover something that's out and you could just buy it, which is pretty cool. Witches of Brooklyn. Another young, in fact, all the ones I'm starting with are the all ages kind of stuff, which will have some activities in there. I really don't know much about this one. I think it's actually just a graphic novel which you should be able to just buy if you enjoy it. Investigators, which I think an awful lot of parents will know about way more than I do. Another one with some activities in there to keep kids busy, and actual self-contained stories, which I think are just for that one. Pokemon, which also has in it Splatoon 3 Splatlands, which apparently is a thing. I don't really know that much about Pokemon or that entire Splatland thing to do anything about it, but there we go. Ultra Duck. Never heard of Ultra Duck. I flipped through it, it looks weirdly cool, I might give that one a go. Unicorn Crush, which I think is part of like an ongoing series of stuff, which again it should be its own separate story in there. And from Marvel, as the final one, their animated version of Spidey, which is again got lots of activities in there to keep kids busy, and also just introduces a bunch of characters for kids who might be too young to pick up actual mainstream Marvel stuff. Excuse me. On to the blue rank now, which is the teen stuff. Again, no particular order, these are just how I'm doing them. Tons of Strange from 10 Ton Comics. I'm not too familiar with their stuff, but I like that cover, and I'm willing to bet it's got some fun in there. For American Mythology Cursed Verse, I have looked through this one. The artwork is definitely cursed, and I'm not going to get too much into that one. From Archie Comics, the Cursed Library prelude, which has a few pages from a whole bunch of the stories which are going to tie into their event. If you're interested in that, kind of get it. Plus, it looks genuinely cool. Another one from Boom, The Worlds of James Tinian IV, which again feels like it is just reprinting some stuff that's already out there, but it teases things like how something is killing the children, which is a hugely popular thing, and we've got loads of graphic novels in store. From Dark Horse, we have Hellboy. I think that actually might be a brand new Hellboy story in there, plus a Stranger Things thing, which seem to be the two things that Dark Horse are doing really well at the moment. On to DC now, with Barda. Big Barda is a cool character. I hope this one flies out, but I don't think she's well enough known for a lot of people to have like name brand recognition on that one. Absolute Power from DC is their issue 0 prelude to their big summer event. So if you're trying to get into an event, that is where you want to start with it. Also from DC, we have Mad Magazine, and I flipped that one. I love Mad Magazine. The fact that it's all very DC themed does make me happy. I am totally going to take a copy of that one. This one, although it does say all ages, feels like it is more them going into the slightly younger age with Barkham Asylum, where it is just the various animals as members of the Batman crew, which is preview for a graphic novel, which is fun. From Dynamite, Maleficent, I was going to pronounce the name there. They have like a big thing on Disney villains, and they're obviously having a lot of fun with it. A bit more original, a Johnny Quest, not totally original, but still doesn't feel like it's just, going off more Disney things, which again feels like it's self-contained. From Fantagraphics, Stories in the Atlas Comic Library, just literally reprinting some classic comic books in here, including some pretty decent satire. I've already flipped through and I think I might get a copy of that one. If you're looking forward to the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff that IDW are doing, you really want to grab this one. Looks like introduction of potential new character. Might be another character in a disguise, I don't know, but could end up being one that people really struggle to get hold of down the line. Energon Universe. This is a big one for everyone who's been doing Transformers, which is our best-selling comic book, so I'm expecting this one to fly out the door, because it ties into the whole G.I. Joe thing as well. From Kodansha, we have Initial D and Kana of the Great Snow Sea. Don't know anything about either of those, but Kodansha do produce good manga. From Mad Cave, Flash Gordon issue 0, which actually is the launch issue for their new Flash Gordon thing, which ties into a couple of things they're doing. And I've got to be honest, Mad Cave have been grabbing hold of like vintage properties at the moment and having a lot of fun with them. From Marvel now, Bloodhunt 1, which I think is reprinting some of the stuff from Bloodhunt. I'm most interested in the X-Men Gail Simone little tease in there, so I'll be looking forward to what she does with those. This one is going to fly out, though, because it's Spider-Man and Ultimate Universe, and Spider-Man Ultimate is just going to have people grabbing it regardless. I don't mind the Spider-Man stuff, but I'm more interested in what Denise Camp is doing with his Ultimates, and it feels like this is actually the launch of that, so definitely grab that one. Excuse me, Charles Soule and Greg Pak doing some Star Wars stuff. Star Wars fans will just grab that. I don't even know what's going on in the Star Wars comics at the moment, so there's no point in trying to figure out what's going on in that one shot. Far Cry, Cult of the Herd. Tokyo Pop doing Far Cry comic books, which means it's in the anime manga style. I don't know enough about it, but I enjoyed the Far Cry world. From Udon, we have Street Fighter versus Final Fight. I already know a few people are excited about this one because Street Fighter is always popular. I mean, it was popular when I was a kid, it still is now. From Viz Media, One Piece and Status Royale. I feel like these are just things they're reprinting to put into them to effectively try and lure people in who are just going to grab a free comic book who may have never read the actual things. The more mature reader ones now, we do have a couple of these. From Vault Comics, we have Dying Inside, which is from Fallout Boys, Pete Mentz, and I have a feeling that one's going to be popular as well. It is a launch for a graphic novel, totally original art and work, which sounds like it should be very, very cool. And from Ablaze, they're doing their manga, Gannibal. They're actually doing pretty good on their manga at the moment, and it's always pretty decent and quite often mature. You also have this one. It's not technically a free comic book day, free comic book, but Vault Comics have been great at the moment, and they've given us a whole bunch of these to give away. I'm putting this in with the red band stuff because it's barbaric, and it is absolutely brutal and full of violence and nakedness. So that's the things that you might be able to get if you come into our store for a comic book day. Other stores may vary. Go and check out what they're doing if you're not local to us. But that's it for me for now. I'm going to basically spend the rest of my afternoon and evening getting ready for free comic book day. Hopefully see you then. Bye!